How's it going tonight? We have a special panel here. A ton of amazing Filipino cosplayers. We're celebrating diversity within the community. We're gonna go around and introduce everyone, starting from the top. So that would be Jam, and then we'll go around.
Okay. Hi. I'm Jam. I use they them pronouns, and I go by Jam Shmamich on Instagram and TikTok. And I am located in the Philippines.
Nice.
Oh, I'm cosplaying Lila from Spider Verse in pajamas.
Me next?
Yeah, you're nice.
Brilliant. Hello, I'm Ube Boba, but you can call me Maria. I'm a London-based cosplayer. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm cosplaying Amity from the Owl House. Yeah, with my little Ube Boba hat, which I got from AliExpress, because they just had it. I don't know.
Kayoshi.
That's me, right? Oh, so hi, I'm Kiyoshi. My user is Kiyoshi Cosplay. I'm cosplaying as Willow Park from the Owl House in her grown-up version, and I am located in New Mexico, United States.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Hibuchi, and I'm also based in the Philippines. I grew up here, and I am cosplaying Neon from Valorant. So go go go!
My name is Ralph, but I also go as Good Gaming Geek. I am located here in Los Angeles, and I am just wearing my Guardians of the Galaxy uniform.
Beautiful. Ilya. We can't hear you.
Okay, there you go.
No sound. Yeah, can't hear you.
Oh. Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. Oh.
Can't hear Hillia though.
Oh.
Okay, we'll go to give me Boba. You could introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Boba. I'm also known as Angela or Ange. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry.
How long have you been cosplaying?
I've been cosplaying since 2013, and then it kind of died down just because of after I graduated high school, I pretty much got an adult job, and the hobby went down from there. But then around 2020, when the TikTok era, I started doing more cosplays, and yeah.
Oh, nice. Still can't hear you, Hillia. Yeah, maybe check your sound settings on the bottom left. Mute. All right. Okay, I'll go around.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
It's working now.
There we go.
Yay!
I'm Hilia Lanks, and I'm based in New York, and I host from Oshina Cove, just doing casual
Casual
cosplay.
cosplay. Nice. What was everyone's first cosplay, and what made you choose that character? We'll start off with Jam, and we'll go back around.
Oh gosh. I like when I was younger, I always wanted to cosplay. I think it started from like watching what's it called, like the YouTube videos of like My Little Pony cosplayers in like 2010 or something. But my very first like cosplay where I went to a convention ever, I was like 12 years old. I was Amy Rose from Sonic the Hedgehog, and I didn't have a wig yet, just the ears, the dress, and the dream. Yeah.
So what made you choose that character? You like Sonic, the game?
Yeah, I was really into Sonic, and I didn't know at the time that it was possible for someone who was AFAB to dress up as like a male character, and like Amy was the easiest one. So her design was pretty easy to like get down, wig or not.
All right, Yumi Boba.
Oh, which boba?
Oh, me? Ube Boba?
Yeah.
Both
You're- you can just call me Ange. That might make it easier.
No worries. I guess technically the first cosplay I ever did was when I was at uni. There was like just a superhero club night, and I was like, oh, I'm really obsessed with Big Hero 6 right now. Like, I could go as Go-Go, right? And then I took it really seriously. Like, people were just having like shirts of just Superman or whatever. I was like, the wig, the outfit, and I was getting super into it. And I didn't really know about cosplay at the time. So I was just like still a closeted cosplayer at the time. And I was just like, oh, I really enjoy this. But yeah, that's technically my first one. But the first one that was like Instagram, and I was like, actually, I want to be a cosplayer, was Julia from Luca, because that was like my hyperfixation at the time. And I was just like, let's go. Yeah.
Nice. Kayushi?
My first cosplay was the Box Man from the Party Rock music video. Do you guys know that one?
No.
Yeah. I have to see that.
No.
let me hold on, let me Google it.
It's the one, and he's got like the box on his head, and he's got lights in his eyes, and he's doing like this like really cool dance move. People call it the SpongeBob, but I call it the Box Man. And
From where?
shout out to like
what game is it?
Oh no, it's from the Party Rock music video, like Party.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was that guy.
Oh.
And like the reason I wanted to cosplay him was because I was so obsessed with the music video. I know how to do the full Party Rock shuffle, and like the dance move that he does. And like shout out to my parents because they managed to make me like a box that was like my size, because I was tiny, so they made it proportioned to me. And so I wore it for Halloween, and I was like, oh my god, like I'm the Box Man, I'm so cool. And then, yeah, that was my first one.
That's so cute.
Nice.
Wow.
Epo, I know it's early over there. Two of you guys are in the Philippines right now, right? Yeah, I know it's early
It's
there.
7
Hopefully you had your
Bless
coffee.
you guys.
Hopefully you had your coffee. Yeah, what was your first cosplay?
Honestly, I'm not sure because like if
You had so many?
No, it's first, but like here's the thing. I did try to like casual Harley, but I don't think I can consider that as cosplay because I just it was the time of Seaside Squad, and I just tried the makeup look kind of and act like Harley, but I really don't know who Harley is. That time, I'm so sorry. I was a fake cosplayer, so I
know
don't
how
think
you
I can
feel.
consider that. It's just that Harley is so good looking to me back then. And then my
Mutual
actual
agreement.
con cosplay was Umaru-chan. I was just wearing this jacket, like it's Umaru, but yeah. It made me cosplay Umaru because like back then I have no confidence. Like I'm new to this. I'm new to makeup even, and Umaru, I kind of connect to her because she has this alter ego. Yeah, Anita Maxine. Just kidding, but like yeah, basically that.
Nice.
So cute.
And we got a gaming geek over here. What's your first cosplay?
Ooh,
Was it a video game character?
that,
I'm assuming.
yeah, it was actually
Was it?
a video game character. My first one was actually Frank West from Dead Rising. I was pretty much in and out of the cosplay scene, and that's when I started doing like cosplay photography. And I saw everybody doing it. It's like, I want to have fun. I want to see what this is all about. So I was playing. It was a Capcom game called Dead Rising, and he's pretty much, if nobody knows, he's like a photographer. So pretty much you just see me as like very casual, just with with my camera, with a baseball bat, and I was just carrying this Mega Man mask, like helmet, just carrying it around that I makeshift built, and I was like, this is great. It's like, and this thing is heavy. I should be doing this more full time now.
And Ari?
Ilya, your turn. What was your first cosplay?
So my first cosplay was Hinamori Momo from Bleach. I was 12 years old and I attended a convention in Otakon in Maryland. And that was history. I just kept cosplaying after that. And yeah.
Boba number 1 or Boba number 2?
Okay, so kind of like Boba 1. It's kind of like I kind of have like 2 first-time cosplays. So the first time I kind of cosplayed was 13 years old. I was a broke cosplayer, so everything was closet cosplayed. My first cosplay though, like ever, was Stein from Soul Eater, and the reason why I cosplayed him was because I had a crush on him. And then the second time I like passionately was like I'm ready to do cosplay, like passionately do it, was 2020. And ironically it was for NecoCon. So the first time I cosplayed was for NecoCon, and then the second time I first time cosplayed again to jumpstart the passion was NecoCon, and I cosplayed from Lore Olympus for Stephanie.
Nice, that's awesome. Wait, what?
Yeah, I love her. She's my favorite character to this day. She's still like my number 1 character that I love so much from webtoons.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What did you use to like paint yourself?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And the fact that I live in Hawaii. Well, you guys that live in the Philippines, cosplaying with full body paint is such a pain in the butt.
How did it not melt?
Yes.
How did it not melt?
As soon as you step out. So yeah, that'll, and no matter how hard the cosplay is, I'll always cosplay her at a convention.
I'm trying to rearrange because
Where are we going?
Good Gimmick Geek came out, so I was trying to remember.
I got kicked out of nowhere, so.
Yeah. Okay, so Dex, you got 2 questions. You got to introduce. Well, not 2 questions. You got to introduce yourself. Then let us know what was your first cosplay and why you chose that one.
Sounds good. Appreciate the catch up. Sorry I was late again. I had something else going. It's been a busy night. So it's currently 11:15 in the UK. Although I'm American, I'm Filipino American. Obviously, I mean that should go without saying. But here in the UK, I attended my first convention in 2015, and this was not me as Dexter's cosplay back then. This was just me as some dude was like, Comic-Con seems fun. I'm gonna do this thing. And my first cosplay from then was Scarecrow from Batman Begins. So I had like a gray suit, and I like, made this like mask thing, and like I thought I was really clever, right? Because I glued little bits of rice on it. I was like, oh, it looks like maggots. Oh, this is so good. I made like a little badge, and I was like, oh man, this cosplay thing easy. And I turn up, and I see like not only do I see like another Scarecrow from Batman Begins, there's a Scarecrow from the Arkham series, which is amazing. He's got all the tubes and like the needles for hands, and like all these people with like this Warhammer 40K like massive armor, and I'm like, whoa, cosplay's legit. This is insane. So that was probably my first cosplay. Although my first like proper cosplay as Dex's cosplay, I started in 2021 at MCM, which is the biggest one here in London. And that one I did like a mashup of Spider-Man and Loki. So I had like a green Spider-Man suit and like Loki horns and everything,
so
and I wore like a half mask.
Sick.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, like even then I was like, I felt so inadequate next to all these other like cosplayers, right, who I could tell have been doing it and like crafted all these things, and like my horns were made of cardboard. Like, not that that's not a bad thing to do. I just felt like so illegitimate, I guess, next to all these people who were like killing it in their like foam armor and stuff. So yeah, 3 years later, and my crafting is not any better, but here we are. So,
I know how you feel.
Thank you.
So as a who messaged me here? As a Filipino cosplayer, What is the cosplay scene like in the Philippines right now? For those of you that live there or have went back, has it
Oh
grown?
gosh.
Anyone can answer.
I-
Jump in and answer.
You first.
I'm like, okay, I'm out of the loop, honestly, but it's from what I've noticed in the few cons that I've gone to, it's very like, it's a lot of Genshin Impact. It's a lot of Genshin Impact and
I feel
Valorant.
like that's everywhere.
Really?
That's very valid right there.
That
Really?
and Fire Emblem.
Oh,
I second that.
I had no idea because like I would go. I'd go as like sometimes I would just go as like a cartoon. Like the 2 times I went, I was like to cons. I was like 2 characters from the Owl House. I wouldn't see a lot of like Western stuff, which I guess is understandable because like we're an Asian country, so
Mhm.
it's a lot of anime, a lot of Genshin. Really talented people, like the things that I've seen. If it's not like just casual, which normally I also do casual sometimes. Like I see amazing like handmade costumes. Yeah, that's from the little I know because I'm not that big into like the cosplay scene. I'm more on TikTok. I'm gonna pass it over to Hippo.
I second that though, because like in the Philippines, there's a lot. It's almost like Genshin Con every con, and
Yeah.
not that I hate Genshin. It's just that as a geek, I'm looking for like more onto games and Western side.
Yeah.
But it's okay in a sense that if you see this one cosplayer that knows your fandom and you barely see anyone in
Yeah.
here who's also in your fandom on that Western
Yeah.
anime or something, you feel like you've met a billion fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's actually like a conversation when you met them, and
Mm-hmm.
it's really good in a sense. But yeah, we don't have Comic Con in here. We only have Toy
Mm.
Con and Geek Pop, but I haven't really got into Geek Pop, so I don't know what it's like.
Mm.
Yeah, Filipinos are very talented in here, so I think it's getting kind of serious more than fun
Yeah.
sometimes. So
Yeah.
yeah, both in good and bad ways, but yeah. What else? Monthly, there are cons monthly.
Monthly?
Yeah.
3 cons, 4, 5. If
Wow.
it's Halloween, it's a lot.
Yeah, especially on Halloween. There's like the place becomes super dense and everyone comes in. I remember the first Halloween convention I did. On like the first day, it was just a sea of people from the someone took a picture from the second floor. Like there were so many people in one area, like people couldn't get inside the venue.
Are the conventions like big?
It
Like-
It
depends.
depends. It depends.
Yeah.
There are small, intimate conventions. There are big, but usually the small ones are.
Better,
Yeah, I love the small ones. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, just chiming in
Are you-
quickly here. Like when I went back to the Philippines last year, family holiday, and then I just mentioned like, oh yeah, I do cosplay to my cousin. He was like, oh yeah, there's a convention on Saturday, like just a day before I was gonna fly back to London. So I was like, let's go. Like, I don't care. Like I'm going to this con. And I think it was a Otaku Fest in SM Mega Mall, and it was just so
Oh my
awesome to be
gosh.
at a con in
Oh.
another country because it was the first time doing that, and I was like, this is wicked, and like so many talented Filipino cosplayers. I think there was one that was from Stray, like one of the robots from Stray. I think it was.
Oh,
I didn't.
I've
didn't-
seen them before.
Yeah, I think the tag is like scoliosis robot, and I didn't know they were Philippines based because I saw them from afar. Like when a cosplayer is just a bit too far away from you, but you kind of want it. Like I was just like,
Yeah.
Don't go.
oh my gosh! But I think I found that the cosplayers are just so friendly. Like I like they have like business cards ready as well. I found that a little bit at MCM. I
Yeah.
didn't find that as common, but they were like quick on the business cards. So I was like, oh okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just my
Oh.
one experience in the Philippines. I want to go back.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
my
wait. Oh
God.
god. Before we close this one, yeah, that's a thing here. Like I don't know if it's a thing anywhere else, but we do like photo cards of each other.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, that's
yeah,
a tradition.
postcards.
Wait,
Ooh.
that's so cute.
It's like
Wait.
it's for free. Like you
Yeah.
trade.
Oh,
We don't
Hey,
sell
here,
it.
this
Oh,
is
that's
mine. This
Like
is
when
mine.
I
And then you
went
have like your
in
deets
I
on the
would love to
back.
do that.
Oh, that's cool.
Those are way.
Yeah,
That's
when
cute.
I
Yeah.
went to in
That's a
Singapore,
good
they were
idea.
like shook.
That's
like,
so
I'm
good.
giving my cost card like for free. I'm like, yeah, you don't do it.
So cool. To like go back on what Ube Boba said, like it's there is some people in the UK that do like cards, but they're like tiny like business cards, that say your handle and that's it. Nothing like that. That is
Same
cool.
here,
Not as
Yeah,
personal
actually.
as that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe we
see,
need to
but
start it at MCM and the other cons in London.
We
We'll
should.
make it happen.
I'm just gonna
Exactly.
carry a
It's very
Polaroid camera.
cool. Not only you
that's a
get
good
free
idea. I might have
stuff
to do that one
from
next time.
That's
each
cool.
other, but also it's a way of like making friend.
Yeah.
Because like your social media is there, you don't have to like, oh,
Mhm.
what's your social? Like you just like,
Yeah.
can we
Yeah.
trade? And you
And
got
then,
both like good cosplay. So
Yeah,
that's a good
sometimes I'll
idea.
make friends online and then I won't get this. Obviously I can't see them all the time because they live in a different country. I had an experience where I went to a con, it's the Halloween one, and then I saw someone who lived, I think she lived in like Davao, which is way far from where I live. And so being able to see her, I was able to trade cards, and it was a nice way to like connect with someone who was a stranger on the internet that I had no idea existed before, like in real life. So it's a nice way to bond and also like support friends that do cosplay. So I have a
love
bunch of my
that
friends'
idea.
cards.
That's so cute. Wait, I'm
All
gonna
friends are
totally take
strangers at
that.
Yeah, we're
Bring
taking.
that
Yeah,
to the
that's
US
gonna be a
now.
thing now.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
I have two
So-
Polaroid cameras.
Question. So, as Filipino cosplayers, how has your culture? How have you implemented your culture into your cosplays? How have you, you know what I mean? Have you put that in there? How do you make it your own or make it Filipino? You know what I mean? How?
Interesting.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I think like this is. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I if it's not like a TikTok audio, because that's like something that a lot of Filipinos do. We'll just like take a trending audio and then like cosplayify it. I for some of my cosplays, I've learned to be okay with my face, which it's a small thing, but growing up, a lot of the inspiration that was there, and it was like sometimes it was my only inspiration, is people that looked more white, and they had like, I have a very flat round face, so like starting off cosplay, like sure I do contour sometimes, but for characters that like, especially Asian characters like Lila, she's very Asian. I don't contour my face as much as I would for like, let's say, Astarion from Baldur's Gate. Like I make it a point to make my Filipino features like sort of stand out and like, hey, this is here. This is what what you see is what you get, and I did that even for like my Genshin cosplays. I do that, like Xiangling, when I started off, it was just my face, and the attention that I received on that cosplay, I didn't realize people saw like my type of face as something like canon or like good. So I would that made me like happy as a cosplayer to just have like the round nose and like the round cheeks and everything, and like the like almond eyes, like be celebrated. And I think that's how I put it into my cosplay anyway.
And by doing so, you also pave the way for other people who look like you to,
Yeah,
be comfortable
yeah.
to celebrate themselves. And
Yeah, I get comments sometimes of people being like, "Oh, we look alike," or like, "Oh, I have the same teeth as you," and that makes me so happy because then it's like, it's not a bad thing to look the way that I do in cosplay. Like, sure, we might not look like 100% accurate, but we're still having fun, and then like that's I
the
think
whole
the
point, yeah.
biggest, yeah, that's the whole point of cosplay, is just have fun. I went in the tangent. I'm gonna move it to somewhere else.
anyone else?
I guess on a similar vein, like I have a huge tattoo on my left arm, which is like the the Wangod Filipino tribal style that she does. It's like
Oh yeah.
that, and I do. I'm known for not wearing shirts in cosplay, so it's always just like out. So like just now, I literally came back from a photo shoot where I was Inosuke from Demon Slayer, no shirt, and it's
Ooh.
just like it's always there. And when I do Namor from Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and it's like immediately people will see that and be like, "Well, hang on, clearly that's already a character that's so heavily influenced by like a real world culture that's been adapted to like a
Mhm.
fictional medium."
Mhm.
But also to add that other layer of like, but also Namor's story of like how there was Spanish conquistadors who came over to his country and took
Yeah.
everything from him, and like it shaped who he is also a part of what makes us Filipino, right? Like,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
they forcibly gave us Spanish last names, and like my bloodline, like my maternal great grandmother is 100% like full blooded Spanish, and so to have that like additional layer, I guess, by just existing and by just having a tattoo that I've had since, you know, gosh, like ages already. um I think like to display it proudly and go, this is the interpretation of the character with my Filipino spin on it is huge to me, and I'm like, that's not why I take my shirt off, but it's a nice bonus.
Oh goodness.
Anyone else?
I can chime in very quickly. It's like I haven't been cosplaying for too long. I think it's reaching its third anniversary for me this year. But like soon after, like I went on to see family in the Philippines, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take cosplay with me because it's very important to me. So I'm gonna bring it. And I just wanted to show off like the Filipino like landscape, how beautiful it is, the beaches, the countryside, the provinces, like where my grandparents live. And I was like, I'm gonna combine my two loves together and show it off. And that like really meant a lot to me to do that, because and also just like for my family to see that as well and be like, this is important to me, and to show everyone online like Philippines is awesome and Philippines is beautiful. So that's how I do it with my content.
Beautiful.
I think for me, not really necessarily like through my cosplays, because there's not a lot of Filipino characters. Like Neon was from Valorant, right? There we go, Hippo. Was like a big character for like the community. But in general, with the social media, I haven't really like been active since like 2018. But every time I find a Filipino on there, I'm like, I gotta follow them. I love them already. I don't care who they are. I'm so biased.
If I get followed by a Filipino, it's an instant follow back.
Yeah.
Or like if I see them at a convention, I look at them and they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "You're Filipino, aren't you?"
Well, in the same way, it's like I see like there's Filipinos. Like, wait, are you Filipinos? Like, oh my God, you're Filipino! It's like,
Yeah.
Yumi, we're friends. No one. Like, we're gonna get the whole right now. I
The brain waves.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty
For
much.
me, I think okay. A lot of people say when I cosplay, because like basically my cosplay is like transformation. So a lot of people think that I'm not Filipino back then when I wasn't active in con or like speaking in Tagalog in my social media, because like I don't know why, but like yeah. So right now what I do is to add inside jokes on my videos that
Yeah.
are so Filipino if you've seen it.
They are.
And yeah, the latest are actually showing what Manila is like or what Philippines is like, and I've also tried to like educate people about our food, like the ube cake for Nian's birthday, which Valorant
Oh,
posted.
yeah.
Ube, yeah, how Filipino birthdays are like, kind of thing. So that's for me.
Okay, I'll use that as a segue into the next topic, the food.
Yes.
I have to say
I'm scared.
Yeah, I have to say that like sleeping over at my Filipino friend's house, we have rice in the morning, for breakfast,
Yeah.
rice for lunch, and rice for dinner.
Yeah.
The next second thing was pork. I don't know if it's but he especially loved pork. Is that a Filipino thing?
Like
Lechon.
Lechon.
Yeah.
I would say
That's all I can think about right now.
The whole pork, it's like fish.
Yeah.
What is
Like-
what is one Filipino food that like for a Westerner? Say I haven't tried anything. What would be one Filipino food you'd say you have to try?
Lumpia.
Sinigang.
Lumpia.
Easy, yeah. Lumpia.
Sinigang.
Easy.
Sinigang.
I would say the
Type it to me
difference.
in the DM so I can,
Wait, hold
I can
on.
try it out.
Yeah.
You should try durian.
No, for
Oh,
dinner.
wait.
I'm a Filipino, but no. God, no.
I'm
Goal
gonna
is to scare
I'm
them
gonna
away,
go
right?
out on a
Or-
limb. I'm
No,
gonna
cut
say
out the
turon
meat.
actually.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
No,
Mm.
like
Kare-kare
I
is
don't know.
good.
It's not like a meal, but turon is very nostalgic for me because I'll eat it
It
in like
is good,
school or like after school. It's quick snack, super. It's crunchy, it's sweet, it's banana. Oh,
Okay.
it's a safe food.
After this, send me those names in the chat.
You have to try it all though.
Like I eat a
Which
few
one you
things that are
got?
like maybe
Just
like
like-
for breakfast having a tocino or longanisa stuff like that.
Mm,
That's because I grew
Oh.
up eating it, but I love that for breakfast.
Impressed.
You should
Yeah.
do tapa.
And
Tapa, yeah,
and
tapa.
my coworker usually makes me pancit as well.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Ube is pretty good.
Yeah.
Ube ice
Ube,
cream.
ah.
Ube ice cream.
Oh,
Ube is
halo,
always
halo,
good.
please.
Oh, halo, halo.
There's like more and more ube in London, and I love it. Like Mama Son's dirty ice cream, and like I'm just so glad more and more people know ube. Like Steven Universe when they had ube, and I was
Oh,
That
spat
was
yeah.
so fun. I'm so happy
I
about
was like, more
that.
people should know about ube. It tastes so good.
But my only problem though, unlike foreign people, is like they don't mix halo. Like it's
No,
literally-
yeah, they
It's
Some people,
Bro,
how you
yeah,
eat
eat the
halo
top.
is
I don't know
literally
why.
translated to mix
It's
mix.
mix.
You mix
Mix
it.
So whoever's listening, halo means mix, which is like
Yeah.
They give you
Do
the
the
long
thing.
stem spoon for a reason. Just dig in there. Just start stirring it up.
Or else you get some, disapproving looks from all of us. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, Kayoshi and Boba number 2. What's your favorite Filipino dish?
Ooh.
No, it's sinigang, and then another one that's my favorite is taho. Just because when I was living in the Philippines, every morning I would hear the person that would say taho.
Oh,
And, 1 peso to get the cup in the morning.
1
for
peso?
breakfast.
Wait, what?
only one.
Yeah, I don't know. I would
Just
give him a
one?
coin. Yeah.
Where do you get your
Wow.
taho?
5 pesos. I remember that one.
Yeah. You know,
It's like
you guys
10
didn't have
here.
that?
No, it's 20.
It's
over.
10.
Let's not talk about price.
Okay.
5 pesos.
Okay.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
guy knows me well whenever I go home.
Can we
so.
describe what taho is? Whoever is listening.
Oh.
Ooh.
Is it
Like that
Wait,
taho
wait,
guy.
wait.
Philippine card?
Yeah, so it's
So
um,
it's
so
like
it's
beef
soybean
or-
curd.
It's like
boba?
silken tofu.
Oh, yeah.
With
Tofu.
yeah,
But
with
that's
like
so
tapioca
bougie.
and,
Hasn't tried.
I actually made it yesterday.
Sushi tofu.
So basically,
literally
there's like this guy. He's like he has like them in like buckets with the what do you call
Yeah.
it? Like the
I
I
just
just
want
I
the
don't
whole
know.
bucket.
But yeah, a silver bucket.
Yeah.
he has it on
hand.
like a really long stick. He's lugging it around on his back, and he's like walking around, looking around. You know, like how the ice
Vendor.
cream man
Yeah.
equivalent to here in America. You hear like the ice cream music, but instead it's a guy saying the whole.
You have to like, and
That's like
the
a
vendors are
childhood
so
memory.
fast. You have to.
Yeah.
Like, that's why there's Neon doing a run for taho because like they are so fast. You need to like run to get. To them.
Yeah, you have
They
to like
won't wait. They won't wait.
if you're
for
not
you.
running, you have to yell. You have to wait like
Yeah. There's a lot of
Like-
vendors here.
And then you hear
Mhm.
all the slippers clacking.
I remember like early in the morning when I lived in the Philippines, it was just like it'd be like taho and then like pandesal and like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. and I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah.
What?
Come by evening, you just hear some guy screaming, "Balot!" That's my whole meal right there.
That's another
Oh.
That's yeah.
That's a
One of
I
the
don't wanna-
foods
I
that
don't
I
scare anybody.
tried. Oh, sorry. One of the foods that I
Go
tried
ahead.
when I was in the Philippines was banana Q, and it was it was
Yeah.
so good. And like I
Yeah.
haven't been able to get any because like I'm in the States, but like when I was there and like I had the street food, they would be like, "Here you go," and I'd be like, "It was a big stick," and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was eating. I was just like. I was in orbit. It was so good, and I miss it so much. I like.
You
It's
can cook it
so
easily.
good.
Yeah.
You can cook it easily.
Google.
Still try
The
it.
sugar
Yeah.
all over it.
I
It's
tried
like-
making it like myself, and my ama, she tried helping me, and it's like when I had it just wasn't the same. Like I need like a one of the like cooking things like specifically for that because I know like sometimes like the sugar gets like caramelized on it,
Yeah.
but it's like like I miss it so much. Like if once I go back there, I'm gonna try that because I miss it so much.
So,
See me.
what about balut?
Oh, balut! Oh,
Oh.
my goodness!
I'm scared.
And I know it's like
Wow.
That's
some
actually my
Filipinos don't.
favorite. I love the soup.
It's
in
a
it.
untouched
It's
duck.
good.
Or the liquid.
It's a duck embryo. Well, just
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I'm
for
all
sure.
for people who like it.
So-
I'm just picky.
Oh my
I-
God.
Individual.
Or dinaglan.
Our Filipino card
Oh
is
yeah,
being
let's talk about
revoked
the
right now.
chocolate, shall we?
No, because it was because growing up I would see like one time I looked out the window when I was in the province and I saw how they were preparing the lechon, like just like hacking the skin away. So I got traumatized to like anything with a face.
Oh, no.
I'm like I can eat lechon now, but like balut, it's like it's a baby, so I can't.
I remember when I tried it for the first time, like my uncle, he was like, "Oh, here's how you do it. So you take it, you like crack the top a little bit, then you like, pick it off, and then you stir the juice." And then I was like, at first I was weary of it because I was like, but I was like, that smells kind of good. And then he's like, and then like I was looking in there, and it's so like, it was such an experience because I was like, I'm looking at it and I see the animal, and I'm like, hey, connect to your
staring back
food,
at
and then
you.
it's like, and then he was like, you can eat the bones, like, because it's like soft. Like,
Yeah. The thing is that you
so
can
that was,
maybe.
That is so weird.
you can choose like how many weeks it is as well. Because I think when I was in Manila, it was like, how many weeks do you want it? Like how far along? And I'm like,
Oh wow,
I didn't
really?
know it was an option.
I didn't know that. Oh.
I didn't know that.
Like,
and then like you take like your
Right.
seasoning and you like,
Getting weird.
Oh my god.
It's like, how much of the chicken do you want it to look like? You know? like,
You want the complete head?
I didn't know that was
complete
an
head. You want
option.
like
yeah.
want a wing
So
with
I
that?
have some Filipino coworkers that are trying to get me to take it, and the reasoning why they're telling me to take it is, I'm assuming you all know why. Is that true?
No, we don't know. What was it?
What
wait,
is
I
what
think I
is
know.
the what is
The
it?
reasoning.
For
Well,
fertility or something,
yes.
right?
yeah.
The what?
I mean, I did convince my friend of mine that I said like, hey, if you eat this, one, Asian girl's gonna like you. Two, it's gonna get you real riled up. So why don't you go and try it? So he got all excited. Yeah, I convinced my
so
friend.
wait, it's only
I
the
just I
Filipino
was
men that
joking
know
about
about
that.
this?
No. Okay.
I didn't-
Oh my god. Okay. Filipino people. Can I do I need to filter words? Like
No, go ahead, go.
No, go for it.
they do talk shit just for you to try it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
I
It's also like this sort
remember.
of thing.
Yeah, when I first tried or heard of dinagawan, my Lola was like, "Yeah, it's just chocolate."
It's just chocolate. Oh no! And translates to like bloody blood. But yeah.
Yeah.
It was not, and I was like, "Oh, I don't like chocolate." But now I like it. I eat it with rice and everything. But oh gosh.
Put a lot of the sabao on there. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
But-
such a
but
sneaky way for
balut
you to not like
though-
chocolate.
But balut though, it makes your knees stronger, and it's a real
Really?
thing. But like the girls and stuff, like I just need to eat an egg to like get girls or something. No, it's not real. Cap,
I don't
but
know,
for
like,
you to
I
try it,
managed
sure.
to convince him, so
We're good at persuasion.
That was a win
That's
for
what
me.
we are.
yeah.
My dad loved balut, and he had like 2 knee replacements, so I'm not sure about that.
Oh
Oh no.
I
no! Oh
mean,
no!
we'll get there.
I don't
but
know. But I just laughed, and now I feel bad.
have you guys seen that meme? And it was like, my brother was gonna like cook an egg, but when he cracked it, it was a balut egg, and he thought he killed the dog, and he like he was crying and stuff. And she was like, "Oh no, like it's okay," because he cracked it, and he was like,
Oh,
That
no.
happened
I
to
have
me
not
once,
seen that.
actually.
it was
That's
amazing.
hilarious.
I gotta find it.
That's traumatizing. I know that there was a video of like Elmo being interviewed, and they were like, "Have you tried balut?" And he's like, "What is it?" And then he just goes, "What? What?" Like, you need to see it if you haven't watched it. Elmo reacting to balut.
Oh gosh.
That's hilarious. It does sound quite shady to ask for. It's like, hey, do you have any balut? It's like, what's that? Well, it's like an egg, but with an embryo actually inside it. Like, you know where I can get some? Like, I also want it 3 weeks along. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, did anybody here know soup number 5?
no.
I feel like I've heard. Wait, I've heard this. I've heard the name
No.
before, but I've forgotten the experience of. Oh no.
Okay, yeah.
Is
So
that-
pretty much I was at a family.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Oh,
he
forbidden
was about
story.
to. He was about to spill some tea.
Oh my! I got okay. We're good. Okay. So pretty much I was at a family party. They had like this thing called soup number 5. My uncle was like, "Here, go and try it." It's like, "Sure." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Oh, this is delicious." I'm like, "What is it?" Yeah, you're just pretty much eating bull's balls right now. And I'm like, what?
I remember now. Okay.
I was like, okay. I don't know if I should put down the bowl or should continue eating because it was pretty good still.
Soup number 5. Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
soup number 5. That's what it's called. I haven't had it since.
Soup number 5.
So where do you get the balls from? The butcher?
I don't know. I was visiting.
Wait, this is so wrong.
I was visiting there for family. I was like, where did they get this? I'm like, I don't want to know. I was a kid. I was just traumatized by that one.
Imagine
man.
going to a restaurant and asking that. So where do you get the balls from?
You gotta make sure it's actually bull's balls, though, right? You mean?
Yeah,
never know.
I'm not gonna question them. It's like them just telling me what it is. Like, okay, that's enough. I don't want to go any deeper. I'm already traumatized as it is.
But it's weird. Some of the weirdest things taste the best, though. It's kind of odd.
Yeah.
I just fear asking what is in soups number 1 through 4. Like, where?
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
You know?
That's the real question.
That's like the
I
ultimate
don't
question
even
right there.
know.
So, does anyone
Oh,
here,
God.
or their parents, or their aunties, because I know my friends' aunties used to love to do karaoke. Is this a Filipino thing?
Oh, yeah.
Very
I have
much.
to
Yeah.
tell you,
Very
I have
much.
to. I
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
like karaoke.
What's your favorite
in
song?
my
What's your
home,
favorite
but,
song
like-
to sing on karaoke?
Oh no.
I need to know.
Never gonna give you up.
Something
Aw.
from Broadway. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything like show offy.
just-
I don't know. Cause then there's like I don't know. I
We'll start googling
like a Frozen song.
our
Yeah, a
Spotify.
Frozen song.
Frozen.
Yeah.
My go-to song is "Mamma Mia" from ABBA. Like, I only started liking ABBA like recently because it used to give me like PTSD from Filipino parties because they'd force the kids to sing and it'd normally be like ABBA,
Oh no.
and I was like, oh, no. Now I like it.
I was one of those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'd be like,
same.
You sing now, you sing, and I'm like, I don't wanna. I want it. depends.
I
you
don't-
either grow up not liking singing, or you grow up really liking singing. So, and
Yeah.
thankfully, lots of Filipinos are really awesome at singing. So,
I distinctly remember being bribed to sing as a child with a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles mini golf set, and they were like, "You can have this
Real.
if you sing for your aunties and uncles, for your tita."
It's always like the
Sorry.
I would do
it's always
too.
like the
I feel like that's
prerequisite. Like oh you want
Yeah.
to watch a movie? Sing first. Sing first.
You do like if you do this, you get a prize.
Yeah,
Yep,
everything
yeah.
here is a hustle. Everyone grew up practically. I think even in other country, if you're a Filipino, it's a basic thing that you grow up practically. So you do it for the hustle. You do it for the money.
Wait,
So
wait.
everyone,
Speaking of
who's-
money, who has had parties growing up with their families, and it's the time for the kids to perform for their elders, and they would throw quarters, singles, pesos.
No. Yes.
we
they
wouldn't.
would throw
I
it,
would
and then
throw it
it's
for
like
money,
everyone's
too.
like scrambling on the floor to like pick it
Oh
up.
no, because like
And then it's like
for-
dance first. You next. Sing.
Who's talent next?
for us it's like people they'll like encourage people like, okay, we're gonna play a game, and then kids wouldn't want to do it unless there's money.
yeah.
Yes.
There has
like-
to be like money in the game, like you know the palayok. It's like piñata basically, but it's clay, so it's 10 times more dangerous. And like there would be like, you know, there's like the kid doing it, and then they like smash it open, and then people will see like 20 peso bills, like everyone starts panicking and scrambling to get them over.
But we
My
don't
incentive
do-
for
we
doing it
don't
was
do
to avoid
that.
crushing disappointment. So, they'd always be so disappointed. They're like, "Oh, but your titas and titos, they flew over here. You have to, you know, you have to get it."
Yeah, and
The
like
guilt trip.
for them to like stop comparing you to other kids.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Like, oh, my daughter sings better than you. Then they wouldn't say that. It was like, you're better than them. You sing and prove it.
Filipino moms
Right,
does
it's a-
that, or like tita and tito, they'll be like, "Oh no, this one is my pambato, basically like my bet child or something like top child, top G." No, like basically they what do you call that? What's the English term though? Like
I know what you mean.
Like-
I can't translate it.
It's like
Yeah.
a vibe. I don't think there's like a direct translation. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
It's just vibes.
basically they show you off, and then everyone will look
Mm.
at you, and now they're expecting you to sing, kind of like that.
Like that scene from Spider-Verse where he's like, okay, you do the thing. Like he can't do it on command. He can't do it on command.
Yeah, no, like this is my kid. This is my kid.
Yeah.
He's going to sing. He's good at it. Kind of like that. but he's really not.
I hope this hasn't affected us at all in our adult lives.
Oh no, not at all.
Absolutely not. What do you mean?
Perfectly well adjusted. I don't know what you
God.
mean.
What is one barrier that you feel that needs to be broken as a Filipino cosplayer, or what's something that you'd like to see changed or improved on as a Filipino cosplayer within the community? We'll go around
I'm
and see.
scared. I'm
Jam,
scared.
you're first, unfortunately.
I'm scared. I'm scared. The little that I've seen. Ugh.
It's okay.
I need to think
It's
about
okay.
this carefully.
Just say it in a polite way. I know what you're thinking.
There's a lot. Oh God, there's a lot. I guess the one thing that comes to mind, I think, is like, I don't know if I have like a full say in this, but when I look at like foreigner cosplayers from like, you know, from like America, UK, and they're like POC, they have like different colored skin, like, you know, they're like darker than like the characters they cosplay. Like it's not an issue, obviously, but here, and I think in a lot of parts of Asia, there's like a deep there is I think like colorism is still just a little bit rooted in how like some cosplayers do their makeup, where they'll make themselves like super light. And I used to do that too. Like I grew out of it. Like I've learned to grow out of it, even if I'm like I'm pretty like light skinned for a Filipino. But it, it would be nice to see like people, like other cosplayers, like embracing like the skin tone that they have, even if regardless if the character that they cosplay is like the same skin tone. Like I have a little sister, bless her heart, she ended up wanting to do cosplay because of me. And like every time like I do her makeup, like I try to make sure that her skin tone is like the same thing, because I don't want her to like look washed out or have to like lighten herself just so she looks accurate. And I'm glad that like it hasn't happened yet. So I want to be able for like I would want like the colorism to maybe like fade away and for people to like
just to
embrace.
touch on that. Yeah, I feel now that you mention it, it is a big issue in a lot of cultures as well. I have dealt with it myself.
Mhm.
Within my own community as well. But I understand what you're saying. That is a big
Yeah.
issue, and hopefully we can get better with
When
that.
I first went to the Philippines, there are a lot of like skincare products that like it has like papaya, and then but they would
Mm.
market it as whitens
Yeah,
skin
Yeah.
instead of like
Mhm.
even out tone. So
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like with my platform that I have at least, I really try to make sure that if I'm getting like a collab like offer from a brand, it's not like for skin lightening, because that's not the kind of moral that I want to set on like
yeah,
my audience, which is like mostly very young. So
mhm.
I want as much as possible like, hey, it's okay to like the skin that you're in,
Yeah.
and appreciate what you have.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Beautifully
a
said.
context to that. I think back in the days when we were like colonialized, right? The Filipino beauty standard had changed drastically to like,
Mhm.
if you're white, if you're fair, you're beautiful. If
Yeah.
you're brown, you're black, you're not. Kind of like that.
Mhm.
And I'm one of those people who got bullied because of my skin. And back then, like Filipinos doesn't really take it seriously, so we say it as a joke. And I learned to live like that, but in my mind it was like, oh, yeah, I need to be white so that I can fit in. So I had that face too. So
Mhm.
that's why I think a lot of Filipinos wanted to be white to fit in. Not
Mm.
really, they wanted just to be white because they think that it's fair, it's beautiful. It's because of the society made it seems like it is. Like,
Mm.
Yeah,
yeah, basically. But now I'm so glad there's a lot of makeup products right now, and Filipino beauty products that is embracing the morena skin. That's what we call them.
Yeah.
The brown skin.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
nice.
oh God. Oh, I want to like follow
Well,
up on that almost.
okay, go
Oh,
ahead,
now
go
that you
ahead, go ahead,
mentioned it.
go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. I hear a lot. Like I've heard, like I've told myself that no, I've not told me. I've heard it from my friends, like growing up before, and like I hear it a lot when I'm like little, like younger cosplayers who are like less, they're more doing it for the fun. They don't care too like. Not everyone cares too much about like, oh, my wig needs to be perfect or like this or that. I'll hear people go like, oh, I want to cosplay this character, but I don't think I'll do it good because I don't look like them. And it makes me sad personally because I've had that happen to me like multiple times. Like I'll look in the mirror when I do a cosplay and I'm like, I don't like the way that I look. I don't think that this suits me, which is sometimes, yeah, like there are characters that I've like retired because of that. But then it makes me sad because like, just because your character has a slender face and you have like a rounder face, it doesn't mean like you can't um dress like them, you can't look like them. Because I've seen people who like the completely different to their character, but they still do it like like justice.
Yeah,
And the part, like the best part about cosplay is like it's a way to show appreciation for like the things that you love. And so it doesn't matter if like you're too short to like cosplay, or yeah, you're too short to cosplay like this tall character, or you're too like like slim to cosplay this round face character, blah blah blah. You're too masculine, you're too feminine. That shouldn't be an issue as long as you're enjoying what you're doing. I think I think that's okay. Someone else can talk.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Boba number one.
I think one thing, I think in the sort of cosplay community and people who consume cosplay content, I think it's just to share and to seek out more POC cosplayers. Because when I first joined, I was like, where are all the Filipino cosplayers? Like, where? And I know there's more. There's not just white cosplayers out there, but annoyingly on like Instagram, when you search like for like new posts, they mostly just do top posts. A lot of them ended up being white cosplayers who are amazingly talented and awesome. But when I first started, I was like, where? I'm sure like the Filipinos cosplay, right? I know that for sure. And then I had to actively like search for it, and like it was just difficult to kind of find others like me that were also cosplaying. And I was just like, it was quite difficult and Instagram doesn't make it easy, and they're making it harder, which is really annoying. But yeah, I think just trying to share more. Like if lately was on about like if you see a Filipino cosplayer, we're like follow, like, share, subscribe. Because I want to like share more, because I want to share more Filipino cosplays. Because I want to see that too. Like if anyone shares a Filipino cosplay, I'm like, all right, let me go on their profile. Like, so just share the love. So yeah, it's just doing more of that, so we can just have more representation out there and just see different cosplays, because cosplay can look like a variety of things, so it's for everyone. And that's my take on it. So
Beautifully said. Kayoshi?
One thing that is like also like another big issue is like Asian baiting in the community. And like the way that they portray is that like how some people portray like harmful stereotypes, and then like things like that. Because oh my goodness, like I could go on like a whole tangent, like people like taping their eyes. They do like those heavy blurry filters, they edit their eyes, and then
And these are non-Asian cosplayers you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's also like some people have even been like, oh, you're not Asian because like they think like, oh, Filipinos, they're not Asian because they're not fair skinned, or like how they portray like those like stereotypes and such. And it's like I've been seeing like just Asian baiting, like overall like racism and such. And also this is going off of like with like skin tones and such, but an experience that I had was so like for example, during the winter like I lighten up, and then during the summer I like get my color back. And when I got my color back and I cosplayed Tracer from Overwatch, I had to turn off the comments because people were just getting like really like very racist and things like that. And I was like, I'm just having fun, my guy. Like and so it's like, but in the winter I would like the comments would be fine, everything, and then all of a sudden there's this, and then it's like, whoa, it's like a huge difference that like it was like kind of I don't know how to explain it like in words, but it's just like that feeling,
Yeah.
I don't know. So someone help me out.
I think I get it to an extent, because I mean, yeah. Oh no. No.
Okay.
It's like I mean I received it more on like the end of like looking more Asian. I guess I do have like the more East Asian sort of part of the Southeast Asian. So I've gotten comments before that are like pretty racist. Like oh god, I was cosplaying like Goldie from Puss in Boots. Someone asked me if I ate the somebody asked me if I ate the bears because it was Asian. And like I think people online just need to be a bit more kind. I don't know. It's like yeah, we're also like we're dressing up, but at the same time, we're not we acknowledge we're not 100% the characters we're trying to be. It's fun to like dress up. It's fun to like even like role play, like do the voice sometimes, but it we are still people, and obviously, not everyone is going to look the same as, I don't know, like a 2D, 3D character,
Mm-hmm.
or someone that was modeled to look after another person. So yeah,
It's about the
As long as
creative
the internet,
expression.
as long as the internet exists and
Mhm.
there are barriers or there are protections for people like that,
Yeah.
you're gonna get those comments. It's not gonna end because people are fine and all and brave to send those comments when there's no accountability, right? I mean, that's kind of why now I feel people are more
Mhm.
kind of, I guess, doxing people for what's really going on. It's
Oh.
unfortunate it's come to that point, but in some instances, I mean, yeah, you should be accountable for what you say to people online.
Yeah, they've got nothing else
Yeah.
better to do.
No, exactly,
Mhm.
and in a way, it's not really meant to hurt you. It's more of like a they're not as confident in themselves. It's like they're projecting their insecurities onto you. So
Hmm.
Mhm. The
don't feel
thing is,
insulted.
like, the more like bigger and bigger you become, like the more
Yeah.
criticism that kind of
Yeah.
like you focus more on that sometimes
Mm.
too. But behind like one negative comment, there's like 1,000
Mm.
people supporting you, which is
And then,
good to
So
know.
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Ugh. Oh no, that
Hey
reminds me
guys,
of like,
actually,
yeah,
I gotta go. I'm sorry.
that's okay.
All right.
See you. Bye
Okay.
bye,
Take care. Thanks for
Boga.
coming.
See you.
It was nice
Bye.
talking with
Bye.
Bye.
you.
Let's
Take care.
talk to
Bye.
you.
Okay, so Hippo, I know you piggybacked off of Jam's comment there, but what else
Mhm.
would you like to add?
For me, I hate to say the term, but like woke people, like people telling you you cannot cosplay this or that because you have that body, and this is a thick.
Yeah.
This anime is thick. You're
Yeah.
thin.
Oh my
Like
god.
I had people saying that, and I didn't really mind it, but like, uh, even my I had a lot of that basically, and the most controversy, I guess, that I can talk about because it had been resolved, is the tiger lily. um
What's that?
well, tiger lily, princess tiger lily, for from like Peter Pan. She's like my
Oh.
idol, like my childhood. I wanna be like her. I cosplayed her basically for my birthday, and I didn't change anything on my collar or like use something that is like ethnic fabric or something like that, or pattern. Um, for me, I was just admiring Tiger Lily because she's brave and stuff. I have no idea about the Peter Pan thingy because like I grew up watching it. Like I was a child back then, and I look up to her, like of all the other characters, and basically people telling me to, like, white people telling, especially white people, I'm so sorry, but not all, I know, but like they've been telling me to, like, this is racist, you have to take it down, blah blah blah. And the company who had sponsored me on that said, like, you have to take it down. Until this year, by the way, when uh part of the Native American said to me, oh, that's okay, I mean, you're looking up to her, you're not creating anything that is bad, or you know what I mean, like, finally I had the courage to post her again because I got the validation. And it's so sad because, like, to me it was just a fictional character from Neverland. So like I have a hard time to cosplay some characters that I really like, but like I need to be careful with, even though they're fictional, because of those people. And
Mhm.
it's so sad because, like, to me it's like, yeah, most anime are Japanese, then why you cosplaying Japanese? You get what I mean, like, I hope that there will be no barrier to, like, cosplaying fictional characters. Like, there's the word fictional, so as long as you're not um mocking the
Mm-hmm.
culture that is that that character is derived from, I think that it is cosplay is a really good gateway to appreciate one's skin tone, culture, dress, clothes.
Yeah.
Because like us Filipino, I know okay. So as Filipino, we are also colonialized, right? Right? Like for
Yeah.
how many years we had like a lot of country colonializing us.
Yeah, we
And
got
still we have like foreigners coming into our country. We'll be like, "Oh, try barong, try our traditional clothes." Kind of like that. And we're happy to like seeing them being happy on like trying our traditional clothes, even the other Asian countries, right? Korea, Japan, but I don't get it why other people are still well, I don't get it really, so I have no talk on that. But yeah, I just don't get it why it has to be a barrier cosplaying a fictional character. So it's
I'll add
yeah.
to this. And this is not offense to any American people, but I feel that a lot of things that happen in the U.S. Americans feel that the rest of the world operates like that, um, which they don't. So I mean, a lot of things that are being frowned upon in the U.S. isn't necessarily frowned upon in certain parts of the world. Um, I do understand what you're saying with the whole Native American thing, um, but it's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's kind of a hard thing to navigate as well, because I feel a lot of characters are derived from cultural things.
Mhm.
A lot of characters are derived from like Greek gods, you know what I mean, stuff like that. There are a lot of culture in the anime community. Um, to gatekeep it, it's kind of hard. As long as I feel, as you said, you're not being disrespectful to the culture, and you're paying homage to the culture in a
Mhm. Mhm.
respectful way. I don't see an issue, and especially if you got the okay to do so. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see
Yeah.
any problem with that.
I think
You
that's
do
the
your
main thing, really.
research and like validation from the real people on that country or like that
Yeah.
race, not the people who are just thinking that they're right. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No,
But
no,
they're not
exactly. It's
actually
because
like.
I've seen situations where something would happen in another country and American people would, I guess, get upset about it, but the people actually there aren't really upset about it. So it's like I
Mhm.
don't understand. Like
Mhm.
the whole world doesn't
Yeah,
revolve around
exactly.
what's going on there. It's not. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like if you're sort of an outsider, things that are more unknown to you, you sort of make assumptions, like so be it like
Yeah.
negative or you know.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If I can weigh in on that specifically. If I can weigh on that on that specifically, I think the key for me is when a character's ethnic background or their culture directly influences the type of person or character that they are, then it becomes important. But as you say, like in
Yeah.
Hippo's example, like you weren't using the traditional cloth. You were just admiring her as well for the character that she was. It wasn't
Mhm.
anything about like the race connected to the characterization. And this is why, like, this is a very basic example, but this is why, like, if I were to cosplay Peter Parker is a dude from New York who has spider powers. Miles Morales is a guy from New York who very specifically has Afro-Latino heritage. And to
Yep.
me, like, that informs the character that he is. And so then suddenly, like, it adds that other layer to it that you have to be very mindful and very respectful of. Um, I think a lot of the time, though, like to kind of piggyback on what everyone said, a lot of those kind of negative comments regarding race when we cosplay particular characters is always levied towards us in those situations. But someone already said it. You never see those same comments towards white people who do anime characters who are
Yeah.
very clearly set in Japan, who are very clear. I've seen so many Blue Eye Samurai cosplayers who are not Asian, and if people don't know
Yes.
Blue Eye Samurai, the
Yeah.
thing about her character is that she is specifically half Japanese, half white, and that informs
Yeah.
everything about her journey, everything about her
Yeah.
characterization. And no one ever comes for people who cosplay who aren't Asian.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? Like, this is clearly me showing the chip on my shoulder, but it's like this double standard that I feel is very like it's just not being addressed. I
And
think
in those
So-
comments, it's the concerning thing as well on the Blue Eye Samurai thing is like you'd get cosplayers, like white cosplayers doing that, and they'd be like, "Oh, that's you're the real one, like the real Mizu or something." It's like,
yeah.
it's like it's great to like appreciate that cosplay because we should appreciate hard work and stuff. But when it's like
Kyoshi,
the in real life one, I'm like,
you cosplayed Blue Eyed Samurai, right? So
I did, yeah.
it was
did you get
amazing.
any like comments like that on your socials or anything, or?
I got a comment like literally 2 days ago, and it was like, I know they meant no like harm or anything, like they, but still was kind of like, they were like, although you don't look exactly like her, you do embody her, and it was kind of like, okay, thanks. I guess.
Oh, I got like a comment like that before because I was cosplaying like Luz from the Owl House. You know, like Luz doesn't look too much like me. Like she's like darker skin. She's like she's also like Afro-Latina. So I didn't really change anything about myself there. I got someone asking if like someone telling me I should cosplay like Marcy Wu from Amphibia instead because I looked more like, I don't know, Chinese to that person, which is, it's a comment. Ugh. I don't normally respond to those. I don't like give them the time of day, but it's like a, I think it's something we should learn. Like we shouldn't like ask people to cosplay something because of their race.
I was like growing up, so I live primarily like in a white neighborhood. With your Filipino, everyone would know. And like Filipinos sort of just know each other because of our parents. And even like during Halloween, everyone would ask me, "Oh, are you dressing up as Pocahontas?" I'm like, "Why?" "Oh, because your hair's, you look like her. You're black, or like you have black hair or whatever." And I'm like, "No, I'm being Belle." And it was just like, oh, I don't know. Like I love that movie, but no. And I was young, so I didn't really like understand exactly. But of course, like whatever you see through the media, that's sort of like what you look up to when you're like older, someone who sort of looks like you. And like that's one thing I would like to see too, like in general with the cosplay world and other media world, is just more like Filipino representation. Of course, like we know like the big ones, like Lea Salonga or Manny Pacquiao, like everyone knows them. But it would be like the smaller, I would like to know like the smaller like people who would, that like a representative in Hollywood. I feel like that would be like sort of really cool.
To piggyback off of that, like I feel like it's important for people to like expose themselves to more like POC, like Filipino cosplayers and such, because a lot of people go like, they say, "Oh, you look like," and then it's like nobody Filipino. Like people have told me like, "Oh, are you you look a lot like," oh my gosh, I can list like a whole list. It's like, "You look like Jungkook, Jimin, Sungmin." I've had to like on all of my videos, and it's just kind of like I look at them and it's like, I don't look like this. It's just because like I'm Asian and I have short hair, and they're just like, you look like Jimin, Jungkook, Sungmin, all of those, and it's like I want to get, I don't know, I want to know some more Filipino like idols and stuff.
And it's like, it's a little difficult too, like if it's not a real person. Like the only character, like most of the time, the only characters that I've ever like been able to see myself through are characters who are more like I don't know, Chinese, they're like all like East Asian. Even like I would admit, like even Lila, she's probably like, I think she's Korean coded. I don't see a lot of Filipino characters in Western media or like Eastern media that I can connect to as a Filipino, which I feel like writers should maybe do something about that. Maybe we should get a bit more rep, because I know like it's like Hippo in the neon cosplay. I know like when she first came out, like it was a huge like it was waves in the Filipino community. Like I even like listening to her, she sounded like a Filipino from home, not just like a Filipino American, which I think was one of the biggest like impacts that she had for me personally. So it was nice to get characters like Neon.
Yeah.
I hope we get more characters like that in the future.
Ooh,
Yeah,
sorry.
actually, that's why I'm wearing Neon, because like
Mhm.
we interviewed the voice actor of Neon, and actress. Sorry, Neon was actually created because of the rise of Asian hate.
Oh wow.
She has actually this line like, "We belong here. We all belong here," kind of like that, and
Oh,
it's
no.
derived from that Filipino who got beaten up. Like, someone said like, you don't belong here. Go back to your own country, kind of like that. So I'm cosplaying Neon to represent the Philippines. Yay.
Yay!
I'm crying.
Don't cry. Or cry it out. Okay,
Oh,
I'll send you tissues.
I can remember watching the music video with Neon because I didn't know like she was Filipino at first. I had to like pause it and be like, wait, I can see references. Oh my gosh, she's speaking Tagalog. Oh my god. And I had to like rewatch it and
Yeah.
rewatch it and rewatch it. I couldn't
Oh,
believe what I
God.
was seeing.
Whenever
Yeah.
there is like Filipino representation, like I remember when I was watching Spider-Man like No Way Home, and there was the scene with like Ned and his Lola. I was like,
And the
Yeah.
confirmed. I like Ned is like my favorite character, and the Lola, and then she was like, oh, like my Lola said, can you get those cobwebs in the corner? And I was like in the theater, I was gonna cry. I was like, confirmed Filipino.
Oh
I
my
was so
god!
happy.
Get those cobwebs. Wear your chanelas. Take off your shoes.
Whenever anything like that happens, I'm like whoever I'm watching it with, like they'll speak Tagalog, and I'll turn to be like, they said this, and then it'll translate. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Philippines
finally,
mentioned.
you know.
Yeah. I think there was an episode of Craig of the Creek. They had a Filipino character in there, and they weren't speaking
Yes,
Tagalog; they were
yes.
speaking Bisaya, which is
Yeah.
South Philippines.
And
is
they
where
did
my-
they
Family
did
was dying,
the
yeah.
Yeah, they did the
blast
blast.
mano po.
My mum wanted to. We watched that on this big TV. We repeated that scene about 3 times because she really wanted to see it, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening." Oh, yeah, it means so much. It really does.
Dex and
Right?
good game. Did you guys weigh in? Like, what would you like to be seeing change in the community in terms of Filipino representation?
Just like more
Uh,
characters, more
more-
cultural
I mean, yeah, more-
stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. And you know, Jam's absolutely right. It's down to the writers, the creators of mass media to make that happen. And
Definitely.
the way that we can support that, and anyone who watches cosplay content or consumes it or participates in it can help by exactly as Kyoshi said, like supporting POC cosplayers and knowing that the voice is just as valid, and minimizing comments like, "Oh, you're cosplaying an Asian Spider-Man." No, damn it, I'm fucking
Yeah.
Spider-Man. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
And when like people don't realize that accuracy, like 100% accuracy, and that's the only standard you hold cosplay to, is actually quite detrimental to people of color who don't have many characters to choose from. There's not like a huge pool of people we can pick to cosplay. And so when we do pick characters who are white, you know, in other media, it's like those comments then remind us that what anyone ever sees first, before any of the talent, before any of the wearing of the costume, is our race. And it's a constant reminder that to you, this is all we are. And you need to stop that. Like, if you're watching this and you consume cosplay content and you leave comments like that, do not. Okay? That's it.
Preach.
Love that.
That's all I got to say.
Nice.
Amazing.
So I guess my turn to share. I think everybody said it beautifully. Especially we do need representation for our cultures. Like, it's very minimalistic, and I mean, the best example that everybody gave, I think Kyoshi gave, was like with the Lola from Spider-Man. I was like with my friends, I was the one jumping, and then my friends looked at me, I was like, what's going on? It's like, she has pandesal. That is like you don't understand how important that is to me right there. So that's just one. I mean, I would love to see more characters that are like Filipinos or like of ours that we are able to like cosplay as, but also just for the cosplay Filipino cosplayers, just to be more comfortable with their skin. Be proud that you're a Filipino representing the that you're cosplaying, that you're representing your culture
like
out
way
there.
more in the community.
Yeah, I'm just lucky enough. Like I'm in LA. There's like a lot of Filipino cosplayers here. They actually embrace their culture, but we also get a lot of hate. I remember I got a bunch of times already. It's like I love Doctor Strange. Pretty much I do every variant. I do sometimes get comments saying it's like, "Hey, you're not wise. Like, why are you cosplaying as Doctor Strange?" And I was like, "Well, he's my favorite character. What do you want me to do?" And then I got another situation where I was cosplaying from Street Fighter, Dudley, who was a British boxer, and he was my favorite character because he's a gentleman, he loves tea, and I actually can drink tea and drive with boxing gloves. I wouldn't recommend it, but I was able to do it. But I remember at a con, I was just walking with my friends, and then I just got this comment. It's like, Dudley's, Dudley's not Asian. I'm like, what? It's like, I was a little bit hurt, but it's like I try not to think about it. It's like, well, Dudley's British. Like I'm not British. I'm like, I just love the character. So pretty much that would be my say right there.
It's weird to say. I mean, the whole topic of like gatekeeping seems to be more from the outside than it is from the inside. Simply because I feel like a lot of people that don't cosplay don't know the rules of cosplay or the whole purpose of cosplay is to be inclusive. I don't think they understand that. So they base what they see off what they know. And it's up to us as we try to make this community grow to educate them and keep them informed of how we, do things over here. So, I mean, as things grow and as it expands, I think it'll get better. I hope it gets better. You know what I mean? One question for everyone. Okay, go ahead. Go at it before I ask.
I think like the best thing that I've taken away from cosplaying is I'm just gonna quote it right now. Anyone can wear the mask, so
Exactly.
you can cosplay whoever you want. Like as long as you're not hurting anyone, then if it makes you happy, then go for it.
Yeah, just do what you love and go free.
Yep. Does everyone in here speak Tagalog?
Apa.
Not really.
Oh no!
I know what is Tagalog. Can you give me a halo?
I'm gonna close out the episode, but I want everyone to speak to future Filipino cosplayers, young future Filipino cosplayers, with some word of advice, or some words of encouragement in Tagalog to them.
Hala. Oh no!
Oh my god! I cannot easily transition to like from.
If you
English
can't,
to
you can say it in
Tagalog.
If you don't, if you can't, just say it in English. But
It has to be in English.
Go around.
Yeah.
If you can't say it in English, but go ahead.
Oh god.
Jam.
Oh god. Wait, I was so close to take it back. Wait, yeah, I need to like the algebra math thing is going on in my head. Wait.
What?
Yeah. Hug. Yeah, to anyone watching, I guess like the younger people watching, don't let anyone tell you like who you can and can't cosplay. I'm so proud of like the people who are like first starting out. I hope you enjoy the hobby. Kaya niya to. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the words are leaving my head. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I had
Doing
something in mind, but I just
great.
left. Wag. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Boba number one.
Sorry po.
If you can say it in Tagalog, go for it. Yeah. If you can't, it's English. is fine.
Yeah, you'll have to do English. I think if you're starting cosplay, it's not having that fear of like you can't, like you have to be good. Like you're fearing to start because you know that you can't be good. Like just because you enjoy it, just do it the best you can, because like it's all about having fun, and you're always going to get better anyway. And it's really hard when you're starting cosplay and you're seeing these amazing cosplayers at the top of their game, and you're just like, I can't make that, so I won't do it at all. Like just start and just enjoy the process, and yeah, and you'll get better, and you're gonna make some amazing friends. And yeah, like I don't regret starting cosplay, and I've been loving it, and like getting to meet all you guys as well. Like it's just been an amazing journey. So yeah.
Nice. Right up here. Kayoshi's next.
So let's see. Cosplay is an art medium. It's about expression. If everybody tried to do it accurately, then like where would all the variety be? Where would all the like cool uniqueness of it, like, you know, where would it be? So like do you and it's all about having fun. Practice does not make perfect, practice makes improvement. And like if you keep doing it, like you're gonna see yourself grow, and it's like so much fun, and I love that. Lab lab.
Love, love. That is so Filipino.
Mom wants to.
Hippo.
Is it my turn? Okay.
Oo.
Hindi naman nila ito maintindihan, so... Ay!
Go lang,
okay,
go lang.
Grabe.
Prim and proper sana tayo sa con. Wag na tayong gumaya.
Oo.
Like, you know, like, being that... Okay. May mga taong famous for cloud chasing. Wag na tayong gumaya. Enjoy natin yung cosplay. Alam dapat natin yung gusto natin at di natin gusto. I know yung cosplay hindi dapat seryoso. Like, dapat ibang tao tayo. Pero, may limit. Okay? Like, wag mawala yung sarili natin. Yung personality natin sa pagko-cosplay. And wag natin i-drive yung mga ginagawa natin para lang maging famous up to the point na yung mga morals nyo ay kinakalimutan nyo na. So yeah, yeah, pakabait kayo.
I don't know if you said, but
Yeah. I said, I complimented them.
okay. Hilia?
I could say mabuhay. Okay, so to anyone's out there who is just starting out, I want to say just go for it. You don't have to have a lot of money. You can just grab whatever's out of your closet, go to the thrift store. Like cosplay, there are so many like people who cosplay that like make their cosplays or buy them. Doesn't mean that they're one or the other is more skillful, you know, as long as you're having fun and enjoying yourself and just genuinely just be true to yourself. And when like cosplay is a craft, and over time it'll, like for me, it's just slowly become a passion. So yeah.
Yep. Dex? You're next.
To any future cosplayers, I guess, watching, don't let anyone ever tell you you're not good enough or make you feel less than because of your race, especially not yourself. So if you won't stand for other people telling you that, why would you stand for yourself telling you that in your own head? You know, you are enough. You're enough.
Nice.
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 I guess it's my turn. I'm gonna go tackle as best as I can. But for any future cosplayers, cosplay's like being the ultimate fan. You love it. You're the character. You want to dress up as them for a reason. Whether you're starting in the bottom, being timid, trying to save up, trying to look at them, or you have so much skill that you're able to create what it is. By all means, do it because you love what you do. And if there's any other issues, I mean, you have your friends, you have your kaibigan, and plus you also have your ates and kuyas here. So don't ever be shy if you're like in a rut. Is like, I don't know how to do this. Just we're here. We're here for you guys.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So this
I'm
episode's
sorry.
gonna air.
I don't know how either. But we're gonna have fun.
This episode is gonna be on it's gonna be on audio on Spotify and Apple and on all those places as well. So we're gonna go around and make sure everyone plugs their handles and everything for the audio version, so everyone can follow you. Feel free to spell it out for them. Yeah.
Big heart.
Okay.
Big
Yeah.
heart.
Big heart.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, wait.
Oh no, I'm so.
Wait, I don't.
Wait, wait.
I don't
Oh my god. Why am I broken?
Are you guys sure this is a heart?
What do I do?
I'm in the corner.
Yay!
We're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Had a screenshot.
So Jam, plug
Okay,
yourself. Let's go.
okay. Jam.smamich. That's like sandwich, but spelled badly. SMAMICH. Well, I know how to spell. On Instagram and TikTok. I'm more active on TikTok. Something's happening. I don't know why I'm being shadow banned, but if you guys would like to see my
So-
stuff, I do most.
So how do you feel about? Oh, you're not affected by the TikTok ban. You're okay.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yes.
Like I do most. I do like Western. I've done Genshin. Yeah, like cartoons, movies. That is mostly what I do. So if you like any of that kind of content, feel free to stick around. Yeah, show us
following right
love.
now.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna pass this over to Ube. Wee.
Hello. So it's Ube Boba on Instagram. Is it UBEBOBA? And ube.boba on TikTok. I mostly do a lot of Studio Ghibli stuff, and whatever's my animated hyperfixation at the time. So sometimes it'd be like Owl House, like right now, or even Splatoon. And I'm hoping to do Mizu from Blue Eye Samurai very soon for MCMA. Cool. On to Kiyoshi.
Okay, so my handle is Kiyoshi KYOSHI_cosplay. That's gonna be on all of my accounts. TikTok, Instagram, also YouTube, and also with the TikTok ban coming up, I don't know when that is, but I also have a Funimate account, if you guys want. I don't know. It's like it's like basically an audio video thing. So that I do cosplays of indie horror, a lot of animation shows, and video games too. So yeah,
Nice.
and face paint. So
Cool.
Hi, I'm Hipochi. I do transformation makeup and bringing the characters into life by cosplay form, and you can find me everywhere, even in your house.
I love
Yeah, it's HIPP. No, OCHI. Sorry, HIPPOCHI. Double I. Yeah, double I.
It's
so
right below
sorry.
you. It's right below you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My family. No, just kidding.
You're forgiven.
sorry.
You're forgiven. It's the morning where you are. You're forgiven.
Yeah, exactly.
So early. So as you see here, Hylia.links, that's my Instagram. Then everything else is just without the period. So HYLIALYNX, and that's on Twitch, TikTok, and Twitter. I mean, I don't really say much on Twitter other than like talk about Pokemon a lot, so it's not that interesting. Or it is, I don't know. yeah, Dex agrees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pokemon's awesome.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. I like cosplaying from animes and video games, and I'm trying to get more into like comic books and like Marvel and DC stuff. So
Mhm.
can't wait for that
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Nice. I am Dex, DEX, does cosplay. It's very basic, do what I say on the tin. So, and that's Dex does cosplay on Instagram and TikTok. I do stream on Twitch as Tyrannosaurus Dex, all one word.
Ooh, let me go follow you.
And yeah, I do a lot of video game, anime, Marvel cosplays. My current work in progress is the Jaw Titan from Attack on Titan. So doing that this next
That's
weekend
awesome.
at MegaCon.
Nice.
Shout out to MegaCon crew in Birmingham. That's me.
Hey. How do you spell your Twitch name, Dex? I'm adding you right now.
TYRANN. Here we go. OSAURUS Dex. Did I pass the spelling bee?
Yes.
That's on a roll.
My Lola will be proud.
Gold stars for everyone.
Yeah.
There you are. I got you.
Nice. You guys can follow me. I'm mainly active in Instagram. It's gonna be goodgaming_geek. Just in case, good gaming is all one word, so GOODGAMING. Primarily, I cosplay everything under the sun, so comics, anime, movies. I do a lot of Marvel stuff, so Doctor Strange, as aforementioned. I am planning to do more anime stuff, so I got Sir Crocodile from One Piece in the works. And I am getting ready for Comic-Con, and that one I'm building Boba Fett from the series.
Let's go, Star
Nice.
Wars.
I want to thank you guys for coming tonight. This was very fun, entertaining. I hope everyone had a good time.
Thank you for having
Looking
us.
forward to
Thank you
doing
for
this
inviting
again.
Thank you.
And if you guys aren't following these beautiful people, make sure you head on
Hearts
over and
again.
follow them. Support. Thank you so much for coming.
Big heart.
Macdo.
I really do appreciate you guys for coming. And
Big hearts.
let's do it again. One last heart. Let's go.
Okay.
Wait,
No, no, no.
someone's
What
taking
am
a
I-
shot.
what
Wait,
do
no,
I-
one's
The big one or the little?
Someone take a
We're doing
photo.
the big one.
We're gonna take a photo.
Oh no.
Big heart.
It sounds like a
Big
photo.
heart.
I'm so bad at
Oh
this.
gosh.
Oh my gosh. Can someone take a photo?
Okay, hold on, let me get up, let me get up.
Someone take a photo.
Someone
Our hands are
will. Take a photo. Take a photo.
Hold it.
Okay.
Sorry.
My hands are shaking.
Oh, let me fix myself. There we go. I think I got it.
Okay.
Salamat
Salamat
Salamat.
po.
Thank you guys.
Thank you all.
Hope everyone has a good night and a good morning to some
Nice
of you.
meeting you. Wow.
Yep.
You can go have your
Kain na
coffee
tayo,
now.
Hippo.
Eat your
Kain na.
breakfast. You're back.
Have a beautiful day and a beautiful night. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, you too. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Good night.